mysterious sightings in the skies to creatures that may or may not exist, to powerful forces from the sun itself. It is March 23rd, 2026. This is your Weird World today, and I am Sunny from Nite Muse Media. Let's begin. We are starting in Delaware. A new study has named an unexpected state as the top place in America for UFO UAP sightings, and it's not Nevada and it's not Arizona. It's Delaware. According to updated data pulled from the National UFO Reporting Center through March 2026, Delaware now ranks number 1. What is going on at the White House? With one reported sighting for every 928 residents. That's a major jump, moving up from 4th place to take the top spot. Washington State, which has previously held the number 1 position, is now dropped to number 2, followed by New York, Oregon, and Florida, rounding out the top 5. Meanwhile, the states with the fewest sightings remain unchanged. That's Virginia, New Jersey, Alabama, Mississippi, and Louisiana at the bottom of the list. The study was released to coincide with the Alien Abduction Day and raises an interesting question. Is Delaware really a hotspot for unexplained activity, or are people there just looking up more often? And from what's being seen in the skies to what may be walking the ground, scientists have created something that sounds like it came straight out of science fiction. Tiny living robots built, get this, from frog cells. They're known as xenobots. These microscopic organisms can move, heal themselves, and even replicate in a very limited way. They're not machines in the traditional sense. There's no metal, no wiring, just living biological material programmed to perform specific tasks. Researchers say they could one day be used to clean up microplastics. Well, better get going on that. We can't do that fast enough. Or even deliver medicine inside the human body. Well, I take your time. But it also raises a bigger question. When does biology become technology? And speaking of the human body, while you sleep, your body is actually cleaning itself. A system known as the glymphatic system flushes out toxins and waste that build up during the day. This process is most active during deep sleep, and scientists believe it may play a role in reducing the risk of neurodegenerative diseases like Alzheimer's. In other words, sleep isn't just rest, it's maintenance. But not everything in nature works to help us. An Argentine man says he came face to face with a creature he now believes was a Chupacabra just moments before, it killed his cat. The unsettling incident happened earlier this month when the man heard something large land on the roof of his home and then move into the yard. Concerned, he looked out the window, and what he saw has stayed with him ever since. At first, he thought it might be a wolf, but that quickly changed. The animal, he said, was ugly, unusually large, with front legs much longer than its hind legs, something he had never seen before. He watched as the creature moved through his yard and then disappeared into the night. The next morning, he went outside and he made a disturbing discovery. His cat had been made unalived and, according to the witness, completely drained of blood. After sharing the story online, an Argentine UFO research group even exhumed the animal to collect the samples. Originally skeptical of the Chupacabra legend, the man now says he's a believer, and whatever he saw that night was real enough to leave him and his family deeply shaken. And while some mysteries walk among us, others exist far beyond our world. On a distant exoplanet known as HD 1897 33b, the weather forecast is unlike anything on Earth. Winds can reach speeds of over 5,000 miles per hour. And instead of rain, the planet experiences sideways storms of molten glass blown across the atmosphere at incredible speeds. It's one of the most extreme environments ever discovered, and a reminder that Earth is actually, it's pretty gentle by comparison. And then back here on Earth, The human body still holds its own mysteries. The human heart contains over 40,000 neurons, forming what some scientists call a mini brain. These cells allow the heart to send signals to the brain, influencing emotions, stress responses, and even decision making. So, when people say, listen to your heart, it may not just be poetic. And as we look outward again, a solar storm alert has been issued, as multiple eruptions from the sun are now headed toward Earth. Scientists say 3 separate solar bursts, known as coronal mass ejections, are expected to arrive today on the 23rd, potentially triggering moderate to strong geomagnetic storms. That means we could see auroras, northern lights, visible much further south than usual. But it's not just a light show. These solar events can also disrupt radio signals, satellite communications, and other systems we rely on every day. The eruptions came from an active sunspot region facing the Earth, sending waves of energized plasma directly in our direction. And because these bursts are arriving close together, their effects could combine, making the storm more intense and more visually spectacular. So keep an eye on the sky because something amazing might appear. And finally, a thought to leave you with tonight. Some physicists suggest that time may not exist the way we think it does. Instead of flowing from past to present to future, the universe may exist as a series of moments that we simply experience in a sequence. In other words, time might not be moving at all. We are. And that's your weird world today. If you've seen something, heard something, or experienced something you can't explain, call the Nite Muse hotline, 775-238-6706. Leave your story. You might hear it after dark. Follow the signal. Question the noise. I'll see you again on the night side.